So for most of this week, all the Nintendo news has been focused on the Nintendo Switch 2, and then yesterday we had a whole bunch of reported leaks about Nintendo Switch 2. But 19th of September 2024, year of our Lord, we wake up to the news that the Pokemon Company and Nintendo have jointly filed a lawsuit in the Tokyo court against the Palworld developer PocketPair. What is Nintendo and the Pokemon Company allegedly saying has been infringed? Patent infringement. Now, I'm no lawyer, so I can't even pretend to even speak on the merits of this case at all, or lack thereof in some people's cases. But let's actually read the statement that was put out by Nintendo with regards to the actual lawsuit. So, Nintendo Co. and the Pokemon Company have filed a patent infringement lawsuit in the Tokyo District Court against PocketPair. The lawsuit seeks an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the grounds that Palworld, a game developed and released by the defendant, infringes multiple patent rights. Nintendo will continue to take the necessary actions against any infringement of its intellectual property rights, including the Nintendo brand itself, to protect the intellectual properties it has worked hard to establish over the years. And in response to a question that they were asked by a journalist as to why Nintendo is suing in September when the game came out in January of this year, their response was, "We filed this lawsuit at this timing after careful investigation of the content that is the subject of this lawsuit. We will refrain from commenting on topics that relate to the content of the lawsuit." Now, I don't know why people are surprised that a lawsuit is coming 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months later. I mean, as soon as the Pokemon Company put out the statement back in January that they are investigating and they will take any appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on their intellectual property rights, as soon as the Pokemon Company put that statement out, people should have known that a lawsuit was coming down the line. Like that, they do. Like, the Pokemon Company is ruthless. They are, like, you say what you want about Nintendo because they are two separate entities, but say what you want about Nintendo, the Pokemon Company does not mess about. They are up there with who's the maker of GTA, Take-Two. They are up there at a level where they do not mess about. Like, the single, just a whiff, just a hint of infringement, they are on your they are literally on your backside. Like, they do not mess about at all. So as soon as that statement was put, I was thinking, like, it's only a matter of time before they'll be like, okay, you know what, we're going to investigate. And how long does an investigation take? An investigation takes as long as an investigation takes. So they were like, we're investigating, and they found something, clearly, evidently, or they think that they found something, so, we'll see, we shall see. But I think it's really interesting, the response online, and it's like, you see all this this cohort of armchair lawyers, these patent and copyright experts online who've got their degrees, their law degrees from Temu, putting out, there's no patent infringement here. Pokemon Nintendo, they don't own any patents, they don't own any copyrights for this, or the patents that they do own are not related to this. I'm thinking, how about we just wait and see what evidence that the Pokemon Company and Nintendo have found, or they feel that they found, that backs up the allegations that there've been some infringement on their patents. Maybe we should wait and see what the evidence is first before we then pass judgment. It's kind of like, I mean, me personally, I'm not invested in it either way. Power didn't interest me, didn't buy it, moved on with my life. Like, it has no bearing on my life, and I'm just thinking, like, people are so invested in this either side, and it's kind of like, how about we just wait and see what, if any, evidence there actually is that substantiates the allegations in the lawsuit. I mean, that's just normal. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone files a lawsuit, maybe we should wait and see what the evidence is there before we start, do you know what I mean, like, picking a side either way. But it's just bizarre to me. But the funny thing about all of this is, nobody's going to be talking about Nintendo Switch 2 for a couple of days or maybe a week or two, because the sole news cycle in the gaming industry is now going to be about Nintendo and Pokemon Company sue Palworld. I think it's really fickle and funny how the news cycle in the gaming industry just changes at a drop of a hat. It was Nintendo Switch 2 leaks yesterday, and then today everywhere it's Nintendo and Pokemon Company sue Palworld. I just think it's fascinating, the industry, and how the news cycle moves so quickly. But yeah, I think we just need to just wait and see. Let's see what they've actually found. Let's see what patents are actually there. And then when we can actually get some insight from some people who actually practice this and have tried patent and copyright lawsuits in an actual court, maybe we should refer to them, the experts, before we all start, leap into judgment. But it's just fascinating. It's an interesting news story, interesting articles. So hey, here's a video talking about Nintendo and the Pokemon Company suing Palworld, and I'm sure there's more to come. Oh, and just to finish off, before I finish off this video, I do believe that the Palworld developer actually had responded to the lawsuit. The response is quite interesting as well. I'll read it out in full. I think the response is quite interesting. So PocketPair released a statement saying, "Yesterday, a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations into the claims of patent infringement. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon, and we have not been notified of such details." Normally happens in the discovery phase of a lawsuit. PocketPair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games. We will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Palworld was a surprise success this year, both for gamers and for us. We were blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We will continue improving Palworld and strive to create a game that our fans can be proud of. It is truly unfortunate that we will now be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. However, we will do our utmost for our fans and ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. I'm sorry, I should laugh, but putting the words creative ideas in there with regards to power is a bit of a stretch. But anyway, we digress. They finish off their statement by saying, "We apologise to our fans and supporters for any worry or discomfort that this news has caused. As always, thank you for your continued support of Palworld and PocketPair." So, as I said, the response is actually quite interesting because, when you look at it, it's just, blanket PR statement response, much like the Nintendo and Pokemon one was. It doesn't really tell you much about anything. It just is the blanket PR response that doesn't say too much and doesn't say too little. But just two things stood out in that statement for me is the sort of bleeding heart pledge that, we are an indie company and we shouldn't be hindered from doing and discouraged and pursuing our creative ideas. I mean, look, say what you want about it all, but if you cannot look at Palworld and say that was a creative idea. I mean, come on, even Stevie Wonder could tell that that's not a creative idea. But the bleeding heart pledge that, we're a small indie developer, and I'm thinking, anyway, I'll say no more. Look, let's just wait. Let's just wait for the lawsuit details to come out. Let's see what patents Nintendo and Pokemon Company feel that have been infringed, and let's wait and see what's coming, because it's been a long time coming for this. But yeah, I think with this one, let's wait and see. But I think the use of the words creative ideas is is highly entertaining with regards to Palworld, but we digest. But yeah, anyway, that's the latest gaming news at the moment. I mean, maybe I should do some more regular things, because like the news cycle changes on such a ridiculously regular basis. There's more than enough news to start making regular videos with regards to gaming news. So yeah, if anyone's interested in some gaming news videos on the channel, let me know. I'll be most interested to hear what you think. But thanks for listening anyway. That's me ranting this afternoon. It's now afternoon. Have a great day, and I shall catch you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.